What's up, everybody? What's going on? Let's do a quick check in for everybody who tuned in for the safety episode today. It's going to be pretty fun. I got some pop ups and things I'm going to put up for you guys, so it's going to be a pretty cool episode. Let's do a quick check in. TJ McFly, what's up? TJ McFly already with the questions. Tempe, what's up? Rider Drive, what's good? What's good? Thank you for checking in. Thank everybody for checking in. So today I wanted to do a little show on safety since there's so many rykers out there now. I figure let's talk a little safety. Everybody's talking modifications and adding things to the bike and hooking it up. And I'm seeing all these videos of people having these great times out on their bikes. So I said, let's do a safety episode because I saw a couple of crashes, a couple of photos up. So I spoke to the people that posted the photos on social media and, made sure they were all right. Asked them if I could use some of their photos for this safety episode. So let me bring up one of the photos and we could start talking about that right away. Hold on. Let me pop up the first one. Here we go. So this is the first photo. So as you can see, let me turn away a little bit. So you see the Can Am Ryker is under the car, right? That was a pretty bad accident. That one was a T-bone collision. The rider was okay. Little bangs and bruises, but the rider survived. Destelios, what's up? Thank you for checking in. So, this right here, from what I'm gathered from from what he told me, if I can remember, the car was coming across. Of course, he didn't have the light. He hit the bike. He flew off the bike. Car rolled over the bike. Luckily, he wasn't holding on to the bike. So that goes into one of the things I wanted to discuss about bike safety. So let me bring up some key points here for you guys. And we can go into that. Let's talk the first one. Let's go into safety tips. So these are the safety tips. What I did was some research and went to the National Highway Safety Institute, AAA, and got some good safety tips for you guys just to keep you guys on your toes, because I know we're out there having fun. So anybody that's on IG right now, if they want to shoot on over to YouTube, they can join into this live chat. Suli, what's up? Thanks for checking in. So the first thing I wanted to go on to was, one second. What's up, everybody checking in on IG? Rhino, what's up? Thank you for checking in. My safety tip number one is going to be always obey the rules of the road. So obeying the rules of the road means things like speed limits, stop signs, red lights, all that stuff like that. Cutting between corners, cutting between traffic, things like that. So that's my number one thing, right? Then, of course, I'm gonna go into, you should always respect the rules of the road, because even if you're a good driver, you don't know how everyone else is driving. So that brings me to the next one, is ride at a comfortable pace. So I know everybody wants to, not everybody, but a lot of people feel that they could do what everybody else does and what they see, and they want to ride like that. But if you're not comfortable in riding fast and making certain maneuvers, don't do it. Just stay away from it. Trust me, it's a lot better for you, because the whole point of everything is just you want to have fun. At the same time, you do want to go home, right? That's the whole purpose of riding safe, right? So stay away from cars, blind spot. So you guys know that when you're pulling up behind a car, the closer you get to the back of the car on your bike, the harder it is that person going to see you because you sit lower, especially with SUVs in those little corners if you pull up close. So the blind spot, the left and right of the car close to the tail light, be careful of those spots because you do get people, and of course this is the way it is, sudden maneuvers, want to turn, missed an exit, and wham, you are the recipient of that. So that's another thing I wanted to discuss. And of course, avoiding road hazards when you can. I know it's horrible, sometimes you can't, but the potholes, the debris in the road, we discussed that in the last episode of how we, one of the previous episodes of maneuvering through debris and lining the bike up so you don't have a problem where you won't hit the debris on your tires. So that's one of the things when it comes to road hazard. Maximizing your vision. So maximizing your vision is what I mean. There's certain helmets that are more novelty helmets and they don't give you a good view with the visor. Then a lot of guys wear tinted visors at night. That's what I mean. Those little variants there can be detrimental to your riding safety because just taking away some of your vision at these high rates of speed can be a problem. So when it comes to picking your helmet and your visor, and you want to adjust it. So at night, clear visor. In the day, tinted visor. It works. Don't use the tinted visor at night. Trust me, it's not real good for you when you're driving dark, especially in areas where they don't have as many street lights, right? Avoid bad weather. That's an easy one. Check your tires. Tire pressure is key to the function in stopping instability. Tire pressure. Try to check it as much as you can, especially if you don't ride for a long time. It'll sneak up on you, and it means a lot when it comes to braking and handling. Trust me. And of course, always pay attention to the road. You know, I know guys like to take out their phones and do Instagram and all of that live, and that's all fun. But remember, you have to pay attention to that road because everything sneaks up on you fast. So just remember those things, right? Those are my safety tips. Let's go back to the comment section. What's up here? We got ride or drive. Riding in traffic is too sketchy. Too many people on their phone. That is a fact. That is a fact. A lot of people are on their phone when they're driving. And I'll tell you, in New York City, when you are driving like a maniac in New York, you go absolutely nowhere. Just yesterday, some guy cut off 3 other cars to get in front of everybody and wound up 2 cars behind me at the same light because you can't go nowhere in certain neighborhoods. There's too many lights, too much traffic. But people try, but you just got to be careful. All right. So that's the first part. Let's see who else we got in the mirror. Oh, okay. Hey, Miriam, thank you for checking in. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Appreciate you guys checking in on the YouTube live. Let's see what else. I'm going to do another one. So I don't see this right here. The accident that was had. Luckily, he left the bike. He didn't try to hold on to the bike. And he was able to, luckily for him, he was ejected off the bike because the bike rolled over a few times under the car. If he would have held on. So we're going to go into some crashing tips. I could bring up another, let's see what I got here. I will bring up another safety tip for you guys. And let's go into reducing the risk of an accident, right? So My reducing the risk, like I said, I got all this from the National Transportation Safety Board, AAA. So these are all the things that I came up with. Plus, on top of that, you're talking about somebody who's responded to accidents, who's been in accidents, who's seen a lot of accidents. So I'm telling you, these tips are worth it. All right. What's up, everybody on IG? AO is Trevolo, Ryker Card. Thank you for joining. If you want to join over to the YouTube Live, we're doing a safety show. Appreciate that. Everybody on IG, appreciate you guys for checking in. You can shoot on over to the YouTube Live if you want to join in. So let's go to reducing the risk, right? Let's see who else. Oh, we got somebody else in here. Teresa Prince. I think speed riding is crazy. I love riding, but it's okay. Just can't do the speed thing. 100%. Speeding is what can I say about speeding? It's enjoyable till it's not, right? That's how you got to look at it, you know. And I'm not putting anybody down who wants to speed and shoot around. I'm just saying, like, it's enjoyable until it's not, right? So let's go into reducing the risk. So number one is take the rider course. Of course, that's pretty easy. Everybody should do that, whether you're riding on 2 wheels or 3 wheels. You should take the course to get yourself familiar with riding. Of course, know your roads. Guys that are familiar with guys who are familiar with their neighborhoods and their roads, they know when roads are under construction. They know that this road gets more slippery when wet than the other ones. Just know the road that you're on. I mean, sometimes you can't help it if you're traveling, but if you're local, you guys should know certain streets are bad, certain corners are quick. So know your roads. And then there's understanding your bike, you know, and that goes back into taking the rider's course, understanding your bike, its braking capabilities, its turning capabilities, its maneuvering capabilities. That's one of the things you should learn about your bike, especially new riders, especially getting their first time on a 3-wheel from a 2-wheel. It's a different aspect. So that's one of the things that you should do, right? When in doubt, slow down. So if you think that this might not be good and it might be a little sketchy coming up, slow down, right? That's it. Come off that gas, off that slower. If you slow down, then you can make better maneuvers than moving fast. If you're in doubt and it don't look right, just slow down. That's all. Just slow it down. There's also this one, make an escape route. And what that means is 2 things. One, keep your distance on other vehicles, just in case there is an abrupt stop, slow down, or an accident ahead of you, right? So you'll have the distance, which would be an escape route for you to slow down. Plus, if you got to make a maneuver and get out the way, have an escape route. If you're riding up on somebody's tail and something happens, you don't have an escape route. You're going to be in the back of their vehicle. So that's what I mean by giving yourself an escape route. And before the collision, if you can get to the point where, if you're at the point where you are going to hit something, of course, slow down as much as possible. Try to do whatever you can to reduce that speed as much as possible to avoid as much damage as you could. And number one is safety gear. I see you guys out there. Majority of you guys are wearing your safety gear, and that's wonderful to see. But I see a lot of guys out there without any. And listen, man, it's not about you. It's about how it affects you, you know, and your family members and people who will have to take care of you if you're incapacitated or you hit there's a lot of damage to your body and you need someone to take care of you. So just wear the safety gear. I know it's hot, but they make all types of all-weather gear. They make all types of helmets, all types of gloves, you know, and just wear it. I mean, it makes the difference. I mean, a lot of these people walk away from these accidents because they just had a little bit more safety gear than the average person. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. So let's see what we got coming up next. It's probably going to be a short live. Just going to hang out with you guys for a quick bit. Let me bring up another accident I have. Spoke to somebody. How about this one? So you can see the person crashed into their garage. Totaled the bike out. I can't remember too much of the story of what happened, but there was something going on, gunshots or something. The person accelerated and wound up going through the garage of their home. Of course, this person was also all right, survived it. So we will talk a little bit about collisions. Let's go into what people say. Okay. Miriam says, thank you for the safety talk. No problem, Miriam. Of course, I'm here for you guys. Bond armor for summer riding. I actually have bond armor for summer riding. Yes. Yeah, I use that for the summer Ryker cart. Hey Ryker cart, I saw your Ryker there at the show, man. Cool. That was nice. Teresa said, oh yeah, I look like a Power Ranger, my safety gear. That's a fact. Put that safety gear on. That is a fact. No matter how hot it is, put it on. Let's see. Tempe says, Tempe, what's up? Long-time supporter, channel supporter. That's right. You have to stay safe. That's what matters. Destelios. Yep. That's what's up. Let's see what we got from Lehu Liano. I hope I said it right. Is that? Yeah. Pay attention and be alert. Don't be using your phone, change your music, and texting while riding. Yep. That's what's up. Hey, Tempe. Yeah, okay. That's your co-worker's bike? Yeah, I saw when he posted the picture. I spoke to him, asked him if I could use this picture to do a safety talk. He agreed. Told me what happened. Teresa Prince, of God. Tempe said, I told him to take the Can Am course. Well, you gave him good advice, Tempe. You gave him very good advice. Taking that course is very important. It helps out a lot. Trust me. It does. Let's see what else. So I'll go into my next set of tips is surviving the accident, right? So here we go, surviving the accident. All right, slow down as much as possible. And what I mean by that is, okay, the accident is coming. You can try to avoid it. You can try to minimize the risks by slowing down. If you slow down, you'll be able to make a better maneuver. You'll be able to make a better decision because now you're reducing the speed, giving yourself milliseconds more to think. That makes the difference. So slow down as much as possible. Pick your impact spot. And what I mean is pick a spot that's going to be, it's going to do the least amount of damage to the bike, right? And yourself. So pick an impact. Do you want to hit the rear head on or do you want to glance it? That's what I'm talking about. Pick your spot. It's going to happen, right? You're already at the point where there's no avoiding it. You're going to hit or it's going to hit you. Pick a spot. Where do you want to hit? Where do you want this hit? You want it in the back? You want it in the side? You want it in the front head on? It depends on the situation you're in. But that's what I mean. Okay. Now, let go on impact, right? Now you've hit this thing. Don't try to hold on. It's over. It's over. Whatever you hit or whatever hits you, don't try to hold on. You are not regaining control. Let go. Let go. That's it. I know it's an instinct to grab and hold on for dear life. Impact is there. There's nothing left to hold on to. Bike's gone. Impact. let go, right? Tuck and roll, don't reach out. So if you got armor, I know the first thing you want to do is throw your hands out, slide, tuck and roll, because you're moving. There's no way you're going to grab onto something and slow down. That's instinct. Don't do it. Roll out, get on that back, slide on that back if possible. Tuck the hands, tuck the feet, and go. You're sliding, right? That makes a difference. Now, try to relax your body. So, statistically, they say that people who are more relaxed in an impact do less damage to your body, right? So, the key is to relax. You're sliding. I know everything's flying through you. You're looking around. Key is to relax your body. You in a position. Relax your body. Here's a good one. Don't stand up right away. Give yourself a few seconds to recoup. And this is true. A lot of people, and no matter where you're at, what type of accident, your minute is to jump up and get out the way or go. And a lot of people, they say, are so discombobulated, they wound up running the wrong direction or walking into the wrong direction. It happens a lot. Statistically, they say it. Give yourself a chance to compose yourself. Okay, I just had an accident. I just slid. I know you want to jump up and run in the direction of your bike or run. No, you wind up getting hurt. Give yourself a second to recoup. They say don't even stand up. They say crawl away, because a lot of times people stand up and fall right out from the adrenaline and being hit. So that's what I have for surviving the accident. So these are just my tips from experience, work, things I compiled on the internet, and that's for you. So these are my safety tips for you guys. If any of you guys want to talk about something else, of course, I'll be here on this live show for a little while. Let's see what we got. Jay Kresge, plan ahead, know your route. I always assume that the other drivers cannot see you. That's why you wear your safety gear. That's 100% right. You got to wear that safety gear. That is important. So important. You'll be surprised at just the minimum amount of gear, what that can do for you in any type of collision. Also, one of my tips is keep a first aid kit with you. Small one. You need a trauma pad, antiseptic, burn, gauze, just all that stuff. Little first aid kit you can keep in the front of the Ryker. If not for you, for someone you're riding with, it can make the difference in bleeding out or saving a limb or being able to function and to ride the bike and finish the journey. So I keep a first aid kit. It is important. If anybody wants one of my first aid kits, they can hit me up. That's not a problem. I'll send you the first aid kit, but a first aid kit is important to carry on your bike. You should have them in your car too. Hey V, what's up? Thank you for checking in. Appreciate that. What we got here? Ryker caught. My brother was knocked off his bike and broke his back. Spent the rest of his life in a wheelchair. I always wear my gear. Oh, that's sorry to hear that, Ryker caught. I'm assuming that he was he wearing any safety gear? Yes or no? Sorry to hear that his situation didn't wind up well for him, but it is a lesson to be learned about wearing safety gear. It is important. Everybody who was in these accidents had on some type of safety gear. So, like I said, between the safety gear and the first aid kit, you can't go wrong. I don't think you can. It's important, and this is why, since so many Can-Ams are now hitting the road, and now you have the new Can-Ams that are going to drop, and more people are going to buy the bike. We're going to see more and more of these type of accidents. So it's going to be very important that you guys get keep staying refreshed on the safety tips, because I know on three wheels, it's a false sense of security being sitting on a bike like that, and it's already balanced. So listen, it's a false sense of security. You are still open and vulnerable to all this type of nonsense, these crazy drivers out here. So remember that. Oh, right, car. He's wearing his safety gear when he hit a tree. Yeah, that's the problem with when you get thrown off of a bike. You wind up hitting a stationary object, and that does most of the damage to you. So I understand what happened. I've seen it happen. I've responded to scenes of things like that happen. I understand what happened. It's very unfortunate, but I can kind of guess what happened. When you hit that stationary object, it's unforgiving. Team Spider in the house. Thanks for checking in, bro. You can shoot over to YouTube Live if you want to check in. Let's see. Alan, I'm glad I took the MSF three-wheel class before I got my F3. Good job. The three-wheel course is an eye-opener. It helps you understand things that you wouldn't have regularly understood or being on a three-wheel. So it does mean a lot when it comes to riding. So it does keep you refreshed, and then it gives you a little bit more confidence too. So definitely take that three-wheel course. Team Spider, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? See some of your guys going out there, do some epic rides. My boy over there, Lucci. The reason why I wanted to do this story about this ride safety, he told me on a ride out, they responded to, while they were riding, they saw a rider down on the road, distressed, real bad accident. He went down on his bike, and they stopped to help him out. And he was in bad shape, but he said his helmet and his gear saved him. He said the helmet alone saved his life. He could look at the helmet and see if this man didn't have a full face helmet on, there would have been standing around a dead body. So that's the reason why I wanted to jump on and do this little safety thing for you guys. So what I'll do is I'll go back and pull up the whole safety course again in a few minutes, in case you guys want to just look at the tips and tricks that I put out. You know, like I said, this is coming from someone who's experienced it on all angles. Okay, so it's not coming from anything, and I did my research also and got you guys, compiled you guys some tips and stuff for your rides to keep you guys safe. So what we got here, Riker card says that 33% of impact is on the chin part of the helmet. That is true. That is true. That is a very vulnerable part. People wind up, you know, those open face helmets. I mean, I know they're great in the summer, but you're leaving yourself vulnerable to, you know, that neck and that jaw. That's a lot. So, yeah, absolutely, Riker card. Keon, what's up, bro? Thank you for checking in, man. Appreciate you. Always checking in, my man Keon, longtime supporter of the channel. Appreciate you, guy. Thank you. Without a doubt, we're doing a little safety talk here. So I'm just bringing up some pictures of two incidents that came across me when I was looking through social media. So I just decided that I bring it up and we guys could talk about it. Team Spider says breaking is the key. Some rides break hard and forget the people behind them. Yep. That is true. That is true. That's why you got to keep that distance and that escape route. That is important. Trust me, that is important. What we got here? D, what's up, man? D, thank you for checking in. Appreciate that. Appreciate you checking in. Let me go in there and see what I got for you guys. So let me bring up. No, I'm not going to bring that up right now. Let me bring up the other picture that I could show you of the other accident. So this one wasn't even a high speed collision. So this was more or less just a quick takeoff. But you see the damage you see going forward like that, the things fall on top of you, how you can get thrown forward or backwards. That's what I'm trying to talk about. That's the type of stuff where I'm like, safety gear, and safety gear a must, because safety gear, you probably would just walk out of there with scratches, not even bruises, but something more. If you didn't have any safety gear on, just a little impact like that, look at all the damage that could have been done. Your head you could have went through that wall. You could have bumped your head on that wall. You could have something would have fell on your head, your back, things like that. That's why I'm so such an advocate for wearing that safety gear. It's very important, So that's why I wanted to bring these things up, because, like I said before, there's so many 3 wheels coming out, and there's a real false sense of security out there. So let's do a little safety. If any of you guys want to talk about, what you guys do for when you're riding, your safety tips, bring it on so we can all see and talk about, other people's perspectives. Because, it's about, hold on one second. It's about, the riding community and what you guys got going on. So just let me know. And please, if you guys are in there, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. There's like 18 people in the chat, and there's only 10 people hitting the like button. So I would really appreciate if you guys hit that like button for me. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's see. Keon said, I'm getting itchy to ride out. Today ran for a few, realized an inspection expired 2 months back. Got a quick inspection. Yeah, that's what's up. You don't want that ticket, Keon. You're absolutely right. Go out there and get that inspection. That's important. A lot of people forget that. That's like the least thing you look down on a bike to worry about, is that inspection certificate. I know you have to have it, but that is so, what they say, missed or overlooked. You're absolutely right. And then, it's such a ticket. I believe it's like $138 now. So save yourself some money. I think the bike is what, $22 now to inspect the bike. 13D. It's $13 to inspect the bike. Okay. I think in New York, though, it's a little higher. I'm not sure. Kia, how much did you spend for your inspection? I'm just curious. I don't remember, because, damn, did I? Now you're making me think if I got my bike inspected. Oh, it's $6? Oh, okay. Oh, it's 13 over. Oh, man. It's only $6. I got to go get my bike inspected. Now you're making me think I'm going to go outside and look to make sure. Oh, it's 7D? Okay. I got to go now. Now y'all guys got me thinking if to make sure I got my bike inspected, I'm going to run out there and check today. Damn. Good looking out, Keon. I didn't want to get that ticket. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get one, but you never know. You never know about these tickets. So if I bring this accident up again, what do you guys think? Is that something that, how would you have handled that? How would y'all guys think about, how would you have handled that? That car's coming through the intersection. You're coming through the intersection. He blows the light. What do you think? How are you going to handle this? Are you letting go? What are you doing? Are you jumping off? Are you jumping off before you hit? I'm just curious. I don't know what I would do. Trust me, I really don't know. I think I'm bailing. If I have enough time to think about it, I think I'm bailing. I think I'm gonna jump off. But I don't know which way. Am I jumping off backwards? I guess I'm gonna jump off backwards. I mean, I'm just let me move out the way so you guys can see the true impact of this. So you see this going on over there? All of that. All of that right there. The car rolling over the bike a few times. They're tumbling. Are you jumping off? I don't know. I just don't know. The bike, I mean, it's destroyed. That's not a problem. So is the car. They wind up hitting a pole. The pole falls down. You know, they he survived. So I don't know how you guys think about handling that. I'm just curious. I think I'm just gonna bail. I think that's the best way to do it. Just bail. And there was a lot of work put into that bike because if you look at it previously on the internet, man, he had music. He did some serious work to that bike. He did his thing. So it's a sad day for that Can Am Ryker that's going to be put to rest. And what about this one? You ever gunned it when you shouldn't have hit that throttle? Maybe by accident. Maybe you was trying to avoid something. You ever been in a situation like this? That's one to think about too. Let me move back so you can see the full extent of it. So you see the wheel going through the wall, breaking everything down. You guys ever been in that type of situation? Let me know. And let me bring up, we could run through my safety tips again. I'm not going to hold you guys with a long live show, but let's bring up some safety tips real quick. So safety tips number one, rules, they're not in order, but just something to follow, just something to keep in mind. Obey the rules of the road, ride at a comfortable pace, stay away from a car's blind spot, avoid road hazards, maximize your vision, avoid bad weather, check your tires, and always pay attention to the road, right? Then reducing the risk, take the rider course, know your roads, understand your bike. When in doubt, slow down. Make an escape route, slow down as much as possible before collision, and always wear your safety gear. And surviving, slow down as much as possible. Pick your impact spot, let go on impact, tuck and roll, don't reach out. Slide on your back as much as possible. Try to relax your body during the slide or the impact. Don't stand up right away. Give yourself 3 seconds to recoup and try to crawl away from the scene. Don't stand up. All right. So Tempe said, I told him he should have hit the kill switch. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because once he gunned it, you was telling him that he should have hit the switch to shut it off. I think at that point, he didn't have any time. I don't think he was covering a long distance. I think he just pulled that throttle and took off. That was probably a millisecond to launch and do that much damage in such a short area. So I don't think he had enough time to even think about killing this kill switch, because if that was the case, he would have let go of the throttle. I think that was full throttle right in. And you see that kind of damage, man, you could break your wrists. A whole lot of things could have happened there, man. That's horrible. But, we just doing a little safety talk. If any of you guys want to talk about some close calls or some incidents you've had, just let me know. We could talk about it, share some notes, chop it up. Bring up some other pictures here. I'm gonna go back and forth on the two pictures here, just in case anybody didn't see. Let me switch over back to the other picture. Here we go. So yeah, like this one, I said, okay. Tempe said, oh, in the other picture, he was turning. Let me bring that picture up. He was turning into his driveway. So yeah, that's a pretty short distance. That was a pretty short distance. So if he was turning into his driveway, into his garage, and then he gave it too much throttle, shot all the way in, and did that kind of damage. So yeah, I could see it happening, but that thing sounded like it happened too quick. I think the only thing that probably saved him was having all his gear on, because I think an incident like that, it was just instant. It just boom, he took off. Did he have enough time to hit the brake, let go of the throttle? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in his mind. So that's why I'm giving out these tips, so people would, maybe keep it, what I'm saying, in the back of their minds, so that they won't have these type of situations where, they're now they ruined their bike, which is not funny. But if you keep in mind these tips and you keep going over and over them, it'll stay like second nature. Especially things like escape routes and distance and things like that. Just something to keep on your mind when you're riding, just to stay focused, because you get comfortable. And at the end result, we all want to go home. We all want to go home. We want to ride our bike tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So these are the things I'm talking about. And luckily for these situations, both these riders are all right, and they don't have bikes, right? Oh, he didn't have his gear on. He said his foot has slipped off the brake. Okay. So the previous one where he hit the garage, he slipped off. Let's bring that one back up. So let me see. Let's go back to that one and we'll talk. Okay, so what Tempe is saying is he was coming in, turning in from his driveway right here, turned in, gave it throttle, foot slipped off. He remained on the throttle, went into his garage, crashed into the wall. Is that what we're saying happened here? No helmet. Did he have a helmet on? He didn't have on no gear. Woof. Well, he's lucky. He's lucky. Because imagine if something would have fell on the top of his head and cracked his skull. Or he would have shot through and his head would have went through that wall instead of the bike. So Tempe, let him know. He got to take that 3-wheel course if he gets back on a Can Am. It's very important. And, it happens. I've had myself hit the throttle when I hit a speed bump. I didn't even know they put the speed bump there. I'm flying. I hit the bump. And as I hit the bump, I pulled back on the throttle and shot up. So it can happen. But I made sure that now I pay more attention when it comes to the speed bump. No helmet. You see? He was lucky. No helmet and was lucky. Like I said, you have all this stuff, Tempe. All this stuff in the background that could have been a hazard for the top of his head or the front of his head. He is so lucky. So lucky. And, luck runs out. So definitely blessed that he survived and he didn't endure too much trauma. But let them know, Tempe, you got to wear your gear. Everybody's got to wear their gear. It is so important that you maintain having your gear on. I mean, I understand it's hot. I get it. It sucks. But listen, wear your gear, man. Look at this bike. Look, it went through the wall. I mean, I could get out the way and just show you guys. Look at this. Let me get out the way. Look at that damage. Crazy. Crazy. Let's bring up the other one. Bring up this other accident here. Same thing. Let me get out the way so y'all guys can see it. Under the car. Under the car. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Waldo said, gotta watch out for them damn cages. Yep. Gotta watch out. That's true. Tempe says, say you want the Ryker 22 Sport. I told him he needs a gear to take the hip gas before he gets another one. Yo, that is a fact, Tempe. Let him know. Please take the course. He'll feel better. Literal zombies when they get a hold of that phone. Yeah, that's a fact. Mr. T on 3, what up? Thank you for checking in. That is scary looking. It is. And even when I contact the person, I was like, whoa. And he was like, yeah, I'm all right. I am all right. I was like, wow, that's a rough one, man. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that is a scary looking hit. Like I said, I don't know. I guess I would have bailed. If I'd have saw that car coming, I don't know. I guess the best part would be to bail. Right? I mean, they hit and then the car hit a pole. So and then the car rolled over the bike and whew, man, I don't think there's anything salvageable on that bike, man. And it was such a nice looking bike. There was a lot of work done on it, the wrap, speakers, man, it was hooked up. June Wick, Vegas Ryker Riders in the house. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you guys. Just doing a little safety thing here. We're gonna talk about bike safety. Like I said, since there's so many Can Am's hitting the road now. 2022s are coming out. I figured we'd do a little quick thing on some safety, give you guys some tips, talk about some tips, talk about what you guys do when it comes to safety. I know I wear my gear. I know I'm always scanning the road. So Waldo says, damn cages obliterated. That poor Can Am should be able to get a motorcycle license before a car license. Might keep the phone idiots from killing people. Well, that's a fact, but I think that they should teach more awareness instead of just saying, give me $90 and you can get a license as long as you know how to park and make left and right turns. So there should be a little more awareness of, because now you have not only you have motorcycles, but now you have all these e-bikes on the road. You have scooters, you have bicyclists, you have skateboarding. All this stuff is opening up now. And I think there should be more awareness for drivers because they're just, like you said, they're on that phone and they're in that cage. They feel safe, but what about you? It's so important that there should be more awareness taught for anything, for anybody on the road. So things like this, we shouldn't be seeing that. I mean, obviously, this was crazy. I mean, the person went through the light. It didn't matter. I mean, it was unavoidable. But that's what I'm talking about. But listen, like I said, man, we got to minimize the risk as much as we can, right? And the whole key is to, minimize the risk. So reduce the risk, right? This is how you do it. You reduce the risk, follow the steps. It might help you because you got to worry about yourself and not worry about all the other cars out there because they're not thinking about you. Like you said, they're thinking about their cell phones and they're thinking about just where they have to go. No one cares about the other people on the road anymore. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I hear you, Waldo. Nothing's going to keep those clowns from staring at phones, hoping their sweetheart doesn't leave them on red. Yeah, I mean, whatever the issue is of them being on the phone, you have to think for them, right? So they're not going to help you out. You're going to have to think for them. So unfortunately, what's up? Oh, Can Am just joined the live. Thanks, Can Am. If you want, we're on YouTube live right now. If you want to jump in the chat, we're talking about safety, road safety, minimizing your risk on safety. So if you want, we're doing some good tips and giving some good suggestions on how to stay safe on the road and how to minimize your risk in collisions and things to do when you're in a collision and what not to do when a collision. So Can Am, if you want to shoot on over to the YouTube live, that would be well appreciated. But like I said, when you're riding, we have to worry about the other drivers because they're not worried about us. And so you have to almost think for them. So if you see it, like I said, if it don't look right and you see something going on, like my biggest problem when it comes to riding, and I try to look out for, unfortunately, we have all these this big epidemic of fake license plates, these paper license plates, and those people drive like maniacs and they will leave you lying in the street because they don't have any registration or insurance and there's no way to get to recoup anything from those people. So my thing is when I see that, I automatically pull away, like automatically, because I already know that's a reckless driver who doesn't care about nobody else, and they'll be willing to just cut you off and leave you where you're at. They don't have no registration, no insurance, probably don't have a license. So that's like one of the things I look for in New York because it is crazy. 2, I try to stay away from that clown that's going in and out of traffic looking to cut everybody off. See, Alan says, I'm big on following speed and distance. Plus, I added a brake light to my helmet. That's what's up. The extra lights to the helmet is a pretty good idea because now you bring your light source up higher. And I don't know if you guys saw in my podcast a while ago, I had a young entrepreneur who invented a jacket that lit up and it actually illuminated when you braked, and it signaled when you signaled the light, the jacket would signal also. So that's another thing you could think into, adding more lights to minimize your risk of something happen or something hit you. Oh, I got Germany checking in. Good morning from Germany. Angle S I'm going to chop this name up really bad, but we got Germany in the house. Engel. I can't even pronounce your name, man. I don't even want to chop it up. But thank you for checking in, Germany. I guess this is, I haven't seen you before. So if you're new to the channel, everybody clap them in. Thank you for joining us in this live chat. I appreciate that. Germany in the house. That might be my first person from Germany. Let's see. I'm bring up my reducing the risk. So, yeah, I chopped that name up bad, didn't I? That was horrible. I'm not good at that. I don't even want to try it, bro. I don't even want to try that. But hey, clap Germany in for getting up early for joining the chat and getting into the safety thing. Appreciate that. And I'm very sorry about chopping up the name, man. I appreciate that. I like when I have people in from other countries. Hey, man, if you're interested, shoot me an email, rollingon3wheels at gmail. The information's below, bro. I would like to do a little show, which you would have you on my podcast, my 3-wheel podcast. So if you're interested, shoot over to click on my email and let's do something, man. I want to hear about the riding experience in Germany. If anybody got some questions for Germany, let me know. Well, let him know. He's in the chat. So this is interesting. I don't think I've ever had anybody from Germany here. That's cool. That is cool. Let me put up one of my other things, my safety tip, which is dope. Hey, everybody that's on IG, if you want to shoot over to the YouTube live, we're talking at Can Am Safety. It's going to be on for a little while. If you're interested, want to do some little safety talk, give you a little tips and tricks of what happened or any experiences you guys went through. If not, we're just going to chop it up here for a little while and get out of here. So thank you for joining me on IG. Irv, thank you. Hinton, thank you for checking in. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for checking in. So let's see what else I got here. So it seems like I covered mostly everything in the chat that I wanted to about safety. So unless you guys are interested in something else, let's see. Let me see. I mean, unless you guys want to chop up something else, any of your safety, any of your accidents, anybody you know was in an accident or anything, any accidents you avoided or any situations you got into, just let me know. Chop it up. If you added extra lights for safety, what did you do? Whoever's in the chat, if you want to throw your 2 cents in there, we're waiting to hear it. If not, I don't want to keep you guys on here all night. Just want to let you know there's a couple of things going on. If you guys are interested in upgrading your bikes, you can always shoot on over to RLS Exhaust if y'all are interested in getting an exhaust. You can hit up RLS Exhaust, type in the word rolling for that discount, and you get 10% off your purchase. What's up, Ryker Riders Oregon? Thank you for checking in on IG. We're on the YouTube Live if you're interested in coming on and chatting it up with us. We're talking some safety. Let's see. Thank you, Tempe. Appreciate the hands. Don just added some lights for safety. Got them from Sling Mods. That's what's up. Sling Mods make some pretty bright lights. Definitely good to have on your bike. The more lights, the better. 100%. Roger, 10 cent checking out. CT first summer ride on my rally edition. All right, that's what's up. First summer ride on 2021. That's what's up. Germany's checking in. Limited edition Ryker from their lane. LOL. I don't know if I got it right, but our German brother is checking in. Orange limited edition Ryker. I got that part, but I didn't get the rest. But I'm hollering at my boy. We got Germany in the house checking in. Oh, Niederlane. Niederlane. Oh, that's the part. Wait, is that the part of Germany you're from? Is it? Yes. Okay, that's where you're from. Niederland, Germany. Okay, I got it. I got it. If I have to learn it, I'll learn it. I'm gonna get your name right too. You know what you do? Send me a send me an email or a chat so I could get your name down. This way, if you come back again, I won't chop your name up in the chat. But I appreciate you coming in. So listen, guys, I'm not gonna keep you on late for this long one. So I'm gonna end this live chat real early. But thank you guys for checking in. Appreciate the safety talk, and I just want to keep you guys aware of, making sure that you guys stay safe when you're riding. The whole point is to have fun and come home the next day so you can ride again for a second time. So, listen, everybody, thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Like everything else, please ride safe.